Hi, I'm Mark Gratz. Welcome to episode 4 of Midwest Music and Musings. On today's episode, we kind of pick up where we left off on episode 3 with the Backroom Lounge, and we dive a little deeper in. I hope you liked last week's episode featuring the Wolf Creek Boys. I really like their music. They're awesome guys, and I was glad to have them be a part of the show. Hopefully, people who don't know who they are see this and they get some recognition and some new fans. I wish the same for Tim O'Grady and Liar's Trial, Steve Hickman, and Billy Don Burns, as they've all been featured on the show. Coming up in the next couple episodes, we'll have Dallas Moore and also Craig Gertis. I'm looking forward to putting those episodes together for everyone to see too. We lost another country music legend the other day, Mr. Charlie Pride. Charlie was one of my favorites of the old school, and I got plenty of memories listening to his music with my grandparents. He was my grandma's favorite artist. She wasn't much for concerts, but she did go to concerts to see Charlie Pride quite a few times. But I'd like to take a moment to just reflect on him and pray that God's got his soul in a good place. We've got a lot to fit into today's episode, so I'm just going to jump right in. You've been helping out independent artists and doing music promotion and stuff like that for a long time. What's the driving force behind it for you?
Driving force? Man, it's an addiction. There's once you get in, there's no getting out. It's like getting in a cult or a gang or whatever, you know. And we're talking about Wolf Creek Boys and one of my best friends, one guy I'm most proud of, Greg Patterson. I remember going and sneaking in shows when I was 19 years old, watching him open up for guys that I was huge fans of back in the early days when independent country music started becoming a part of my life. I seen him open for guys like Dale Watson, Trent Summer, and the New Road Mob. I walked up to him one night and I said, "Dang, man, you guys are awesome. My mom owns a bar, and I'm gonna book you guys, and I'm gonna book Dale Watson." And I said, "Man, you got to come back to this area. Where the hell are you from?" He said, "I'm from Riverton, Illinois." I said, "Are you kidding me? I'm from fucking Riverton, Illinois, you know." And he said, "Where's your mom's bar?" And I told him, you know. And I think the next weekend or whatever was one of my first shows, and they played then, and they've been playing for me for going on 22 years now. You know, Greg being a decorated veteran, just so proud of that guy and his band and what they've accomplished. How I've seen him grow as an artist, his songwriting all the way down to his stage presence. So I mean, my driving force is to watch guys like Greg and everybody else mature as artists as I've matured in the business of you know, how you find your way, you know. And man, there's something special about independent country music. Once it gets into you, man, it takes control, and that's just it. It leads you in the same way it's leading you into this path, and you're gonna find your way with it. And we're just proud of you and what you're doing, and we're all proud to be a part of it. And you're doing a hell of a job, and we're gonna keep pushing you. Man, we're really proud of you.
I really appreciate that. Love this place, and I love you guys. You're like a brother to me now, Jim.
Yep, no doubt. It's family, and that's it. That's the driving force, is to meet other people, because we're all different in so many ways, but we find common ground in listening to real music, real artists, real passion, real love. It's unexplainable. There's nothing, you know. It's whatever you're into, you give it 100%, and we're into this, and that's what we're doing.
I'm Justin Knollenberg, and I approve this message.
Let me tell you something, brother. There's two kinds of people in this world. Those that's been to the Backroom Lounge in Riverton, Illinois, and those that haven't.
Man, old brother Jeb Brown, he's like family. No, he is family.
One thing more. If you've been to the Backroom Lounge and don't love it, you're wrong.
Have you paid your dues, boy?
Yes, sir, I have, in full.
You ever played the Backroom Lounge?
Yes, sir, I have.
All right then. Backroom Lounge. Backroom Lounge.
Better keep your mouth shut when the band's playing.
You're coming off way too serious.
Ja, det är så att Ellerman på den nipsen så att vara uppsen och gift på snack med skills eller vad säger jag?
Yeah, babe. Oh, I'm at the Backroom Lounge. Well, hell no, I'm not coming home just yet. What do you mean? Listen, you need to know your place in this relationship. It's the Backroom Lounge, then it's the guitars, then it's the music, then it's my truck, then it's the dog, and then you. You understand me? Yeah, I'll be home in just a minute. A lot of hard work, dedication, perseverance, and miles on your car. You too can come and play the Backroom Lounge.
Let me back in. I promise I won't talk while the band's playing.
My buddy Dallas Moore tells me, this place don't light your fire, your wick's wet.
This ain't another night at Buffalo Wild Wings. You come here, you shut your mouth, and you watch the band. It's just an unassuming liquor store in front. It's all party in the back.
There wouldn't be a back room if there wasn't a Jeb Brown. I ain't got another friend like him. Thanks, Jeb. I'm Justin Knollenberg, and I approve this message.
Hey, what's up? This is Brian James. The Backroom Listening Lounge, man. What do you say that hasn't already been said? I think there's two parts to it, to be honest with you. The first part being the venue itself. It's a special place. You can feel it from the moment that you walk in there. You've heard about it. Anyway, I had heard stories about it before I actually got to play there 3 or 4 times. And it's just a special room. The people that are there to listen to the music that's being made, which is rare for most venues that you go into now. It's a true listening room, all the way down to the church pews and benches that they have in there. But the second half of it, which I think is just as important, and it wouldn't be the same without it, are the people that run it. First and foremost being Jeb Brown, as well as his dad and his wife. Just special people. I've met a lot of people in the music industry, and Hunter Thompson wasn't wrong, with the phrase that we've all heard. But Jeb's one of the few people I've met in anything, to be honest with you. It's probably the most selfless person that I've been around. They don't want anything from you, not trying to benefit anything off of you. They're just there, for the love of what people are doing, and trying to give people a place to do what they do. And I know I speak for quite a few of us. We all appreciate it more than you know. So if you get a chance to go, even if you got to drive a little bit, even if you got to hop on a plane. It's one of those things you got to do once, man. You got to see it and feel the energy in the room. So big thank you to Jeb and everybody that puts it on at that place, and we look forward to coming back.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I'm a performing artist, CJ Garton, singer-songwriter, and I met Jeb Brown through Billy Don Burns, actually. He does a lot of stuff helping Billy Don and a lot of other artists, and we were able to grace the stage once. I'm late to the party, but we're very blessed to be a member of the congregation there. And the Backroom Lounge, BRL as people would call it. Jeb has worked really hard and built up a community that means a whole lot to us artists out there. You know, choosing the music industry life is not an easy life, but it is one that we I guess, love. We couldn't do without. If it's in your blood and it's who you are as a songwriter and a performer, it's all heart, you know. And sometimes, you know, the pay don't make it quite as much, but Jeb does everything in his power to reach out to the artists and touch those people, and give them a leg up and lift them up. Obviously, you can't be Coca-Cola if you're not on the shelves, and Jeb has a group of dedicated people that are friends and family, not just fans, that come out and support acts from all over the country. And anytime he finds talent, he gets extremely excited about it. He gives everybody the same push, the same love, and the same time, as well as the congregation there. They give themselves a whole lot to every individual. They always buy the merchandise, and from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you, Jeb Brown. And unfortunately, during this COVID time and this year of 2020, we like to say hindsight's 2020. But 2021 is going to come on strong, and just hats off, man, to you, brother. We salute you. So from our camp to yours, you guys, you know, we're very blessed. We hope to see you guys again at the Backroom Lounge when we get active again, y'all. Have yourself a beautiful time. Stay blessed.
Hey everybody, Lyman here. Finally getting around to giving a shout out and a big old thank you to the Backroom Lounge up in Riverton, Illinois. My pal Jeb Brown has done about as much for independent music as anybody that I know. There's not a lot that I can say that hadn't already been said about that special little room back there. The people, the vibe, the love, the support, the sounds. It's a magical thing. It's just a wonderful thing to be a part of. I'm so proud of Jeb and his family for what they pulled off back there. And now here we are in the middle of this outrageous deal that we're faced with, and I know that Jeb's having his fair share of worries, struggles, confusion, and at least from my part, I want him to know and his family to know that I think highly of them. I love them. They're my kind of people, and I just wish that everybody could get to experience what really happens in that little room back there. It doesn't take a lot of space. It doesn't take a lot of sound. It doesn't take a lot of up-class kind of surroundings. It's really the people involved. And I know there's some great music that comes in and out of there, but it's not just the performers. It's the family that Jeb has created up there. And I hope that they get back to doing what they do. And I hope you all are all fortunate enough to get to experience that little room back there. All the best to you, Jeb. Love you, pal.
What would I say about the Backroom Lounge? Magic. Pure magic. I would compare it to the Bluebird in Nashville, Tennessee. That's the only room that I've played that is anywhere close. The song is keen. The folks there are incredible. There's a silence there that's kind of unnerving, I guess you could say, if you're an artist, if you've never been in a room like that. It's kind of unnerving. So yeah, God bless Jeb Brown. Long live the Backroom Lounge.
Hey y'all, Brother Willie here. I just wanted to, I took a little break doing some recording tonight. Come out here to the truck and thought I'm going to shoot you a little message and tell you what the Backroom Lounge and the congregation and Jeb Brown means to me. First time I met him, he was real supportive of me. He pushed a song that I made a video of to almost 50,000 views and brought me in, made me part of his family there and the congregation at the Backroom Lounge. Played there quite a bit and hope to do a lot more. But there's not a better place in the world. Everybody's family there. You would always have a good time, and you come in and sit down and listen when the music's being played. So a big shout out to the Backroom Lounge and congregation, and much love to Jeb. Much love to y'all. Thanks.
I'm going to take a couple minutes to go over something that was really fun for us this year. Is playing at the Backroom Lounge. I'm going to tell you, we've played some places over the years, but nothing like the Backroom Lounge. Mr. Jeb Brown, and it was just a great experience. There's a lot of great things there. I think one thing, the main thing about playing that place is just the atmosphere. You know, you walk in, if you drink, you have some good bourbon, whiskey, take the edge off because Jeb always has that ready for you. And then you go on stage and you play a couple songs. And if you've played music for a long time, you know, you're used to background noise and you're used to a lot of people causing a ruckus and, you know, coming up through the years. That's usually what you're hearing. When you play at the Backroom Lounge, you're playing for something that's called the congregation. And I've only done it once, and I was really happy that I could get out there and do that. But you can hear a pin drop in that room. The people that go to the Backroom Lounge and what Jeb Brown has provided out there is incredible. It's a smaller space, but the people that come in there come for one thing, and it's for the music. It was an incredible experience for me to come out there and do a little bit of music for them, and we absolutely can't wait to get back. If you're thinking about how or what the Backroom Lounge is, if you don't already know, just think of the Bluebird Cafe of the Midwest. And having gone to both, I'm going to tell you, the Bluebird Cafe's got nothing on the Backroom Lounge and the people that come to that place, that congregation of music lovers. I'm glad that I got to be there, and it was a great experience. Jeb Brown's famous saying, "This isn't going to suck." You'll hear that a few times if you go there. And if you play music anywhere in the country, I'm from the East Coast, and we made the trip out there just to get to play for those people. So if you play music and you've heard of the Backroom Lounge, I would say that is one of the places that you should put on your list to play music, because it was incredible. It was a great experience. Can't wait to get back. Thanks, guys.
Uncle Dallas Moore here to give a big hell yeah and a salute to my partner in crime for a long, long time, Jeb Brown, and the Backroom Lounge. Backroom Lounge, what Jeb has done with that in such a very short time has just been an amazing thing. What he's done for the songwriting and music community by bringing all the premier songwriters, you know, across America to this little backroom listening lounge. It's in the back of the Riverton Party Store in Riverton, Illinois, and turning it into what has become known far and wide as the congregation. It's just been nothing short of amazing, and it's a place where in a very intimate environment you can see the best of the best of songwriters and musicians perform in a very intimate setting, and as well as exposing lots of up-and-comers and Jeb has been a champion of that for so long. Jeb's been a music promoter for many moons, going back to the days when he was booking Hank 3 and Chris Knight and little honky tonks all across Illinois. And he's booked everybody in venues big and small and everything in between. And then finally just kind of found a niche with what was happening at the Backroom Lounge. And it's really become a proving ground for songwriters in this little bitty place that we call the Congregation. And I know it's been nothing but great experience for me every time we've ever got to play there, and I look forward to getting back again. So I salute my old buddy Jeb Brown and all of the congregation, and we'll get amongst it, and we'll see you down the road real soon. Aye.
Sitting here with Jeb Brown at the Backroom Lounge. Backroom Lounge is a place that I've fallen in love with since the first time I've been here. And this guy right here is the guy who's in charge of it all. So I'm going to ask him a few questions. All these years of doing this, what are some highlights you would say of all the time you've been?
Man, you know, most would say how some of my connections lately have ended up with, you know, like the likes of Cody Jinks was working a Ward Davis show, and we called Cody Jinks, and pretty soon they wrote, you know, I'm Not the Devil, and to think that maybe I was a part of that, or, you know, it must be the whiskey. Josh Morningstar was sitting in here, and Josh was asking me to text Cody, and Cody started listening to it. That's big. You know, it's the connections you make when you're not physically there, you know, and you're just a small part of it, and anybody that thinks they're much larger than it always gets brought down to the size in the music world. It's the connections you're making when you're not there making them yourself that could be the difference in a guy's career. It could be huge for them, but you're just a catalyst. You're just part of it. You're just, you know, guys like me, probably you, and most folks we know, you know, probably won't ever see any kind of stardom out of it, but we don't give a shit. The thing is to push and drive and knock on doors and be there when you're not there, and something else be working. That you hooked TJ Hernandez up with Rick Tiger this evening, and knowing that them two together could write a hit song, or, you know, TJ staying with Lyman Ellerman when he was down there after we helped back his album to get it out, which just, you know, great albums, one after another, and somehow you're a part of them. That's the biggest thing I can hope for. You know, being there for all the people you believe in, one way or another, till you see them through to their journey, to their dreams, and you start seeing their stuff come true. Knowing you as a small part of it makes it all worthwhile. Working with Billy Don Burns is probably the highlight of my life, just because I love that guy. And tonight, a huge thing is I've never been more proud of a veteran brother that I know Greg Patterson, I know the Wolf Creek Boys, I know his story, I know his tours of you know, going off to war and fighting for this country. And I'll be damned if I'm going to cancel a Veterans Day show that's him, that we're raising awareness and funds for local veterans in our area. You know, and I think tonight was able to raise around $1,600, and in Greg's name and the Wolf Creek Boys' name, and all of us come together. I think there were 7 people, the really special people of this room, were in it tonight to make damn sure that we could all do a little healing, a little love, a little smile through food, thought, prayer, and love for our brother Greg, and, you know, raising $1,600 for local veterans. No COVID or no snow is going to stop this show. The show goes on, and we're just damn fortunate to have the people that we have come together night in and night out and make this stuff happen.
I know things are tough for everybody in the music world right now with COVID and all the craziness going on. Illinois has been hit hard, especially with all the bullshit.
Yeah, politics.
How do you continue doing what you do, even in the face of this type of adversity?
Man, it's really tough. We normally try to do over 100 shows a year, have for many years, especially now in this room. And being shut down, you never thought you would be the biggest outlaw in outlaw country music for throwing a show on Veterans Day in front of 7 people. I mean, that's not what we had in mind when we built the room, but through adversity and the love of the room, the shows go on. They have to. People need music. They need healing. They need each other. They need the bond that music brings, and that's how we keep going. Is just the love for the music, the love for each other. We don't need big crowds. This whole room seats 40 people. We're happy when 7 people are here. We're social distanced or we're whatever, but it's the healing in our soul that music brings that keeps us pushing on, that says hell or high water, the show must go on.
If you could achieve one thing from all of this in any time in your life, what's the biggest goal that you have?
Man, I'd say I've already achieved it. Just my name's out there and the way folks talk about me, and sometimes that's overwhelming to know that people in every state in the world know my name. And I work for the honky tonk legend. I work for my best friend. I work for my hero mentor, Billy Don Burns. I've made my dad proud for 22 years of doing this stuff, and he's been real sick with cancer. And I've seen him smile and feel the love that music brings. And man, I've achieved it. There's no CMA awards that I need to be on. There's no flashy suits or shiny cars or shaking hands with the devil that I need to be a part of. I've already achieved everything I need to achieve in this, and that's respect from my peers and guys like you, and getting to sit down and tell my story. I mean, it's bittersweet. Has it been easy? Hell no, it's not been easy. I've lost damn near everything I've ever had chasing this dream. But man, it's worth it. It's worth it to see people's souls smile. And we've done that for many years.
I know you've done a lot of awesome things here. I mean, for a while you've turned this place into a food bank to help people out in your community. Outside of the music world, you do so much good for the world too, and a lot of people respect the hell out of you. It's a wonderful thing you're doing.
Man, I've been blessed with a platform, a stage, a name, friends, peers, and all I'm doing is my part. I feel a man that do any less might be less than a man. If you got a will and you got a way, I might not be able to make it happen, but if I've got a voice that goes to the voice that can make another door open, to make another door open, to make another door open, and then pretty soon you're feeding thousands of people just through the word of mouth and the love of the heart. Again, you go back to seeing people's souls shine. You see the love of people's heart, people in need and other people willing to give, and that's exactly what the American dream is. I'm really blessed to have so many wonderful people in my corner, day in and day out, when they make me look so much better than I really am. By just putting the word out, you see amazing things happen, and I promise you, that does not come from Jeb Brown. That comes from the love, the sport, and friends, peers through Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
Amen. Is there anything else you'd like to say to anybody who might be watching this?
Man, we're we're here for you, and everybody out here like you. Anybody that that wants to take time to make drives, to see the shows, to do interviews, to get the word out of great people that need the exposure. Man, I'm one small part of it. You're one small part of it. The only way to get it out there is to keep talking about it. More people wake up every day to every aspect of everything going on. But the music world will survive through all this stuff, and it'll come back, and it'll come back stronger than ever. And we're gonna weed out a lot of people that weren't strong enough to make it through this. Everything happens for a reason. And the people that do make it through this trying, testing times will stand the test of time and will survive bigger and better than ever. And I'll make damn sure I do my part. And I know you will. I know the Wolf Creek boys will. I know everybody in the congregation. Man, it's not possible to do this without an amazing cast and crew. Once again, it's nothing about me. I'm a catalyst. And you watch these people take their roles and mold themselves into a player in your life that you never forget. And that's what we got, you know. Everybody's got a name, everybody's got a role, everybody plays their part. Nobody needs patted on the back. We all do this for one thing, the love of the music. And we welcome you in. We hope you come, and if you don't, we're gonna be fine, and we're gonna keep pushing on, and we're gonna keep spreading the word until, you know, we just seek out all the true, real, independent music lovers in this times we're facing. And yeah, we'll prevail. It's gonna be a glorious day when independent music truly rises up, and it will through the great people that's involved in it. And believe me, we're weeding out the phonies real quick, and we'll still be here.
One thing I hope you take away from today's episode is the impact that good music, good friends, and a helpful spirit can have on the world. I also hope it inspires you to take action, pay it forward, and spread the love and the music. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you here for episode 5 featuring Dallas Moore. And until next time, let that music keep your heart beating.
I was sitting around the house just a normal day when a friend of mine told me about a place. Check it out, there's a good show going down. He said it's up in Central Illinois, it's stirring up the buzz and making lots of noise. So I hit the road, I had to go check it out. I didn't know where I was when I pulled in the light. I asked the guy outside if I was in the right spot. He said, go around back, you must be looking for Jets. I drove around back and found an unmarked room, but I was four brown walls, but I could hear the tunes. I walked in the door, and this is what he said. Come on in, sit right down, you found your way to the Backroom Lounge. Don't mind old Boozer, he's a damn good dog, and there's independent music playing all night long. We got beer in the can, booze in a cup, but while you're here, listen and shut the fuck up. Found another room like it anywhere. When I want to hear music, I always go there. It's a congregation of family and friends. Musicians, across the land, 'cause it's filled with people truly understand. But before you go, you should understand. Come on in, sit right down, you found your way to the Backroom Lounge. Don't mind old booze, he's a damn good dog, and there's independent music playing all night long. Got beer in a can, booze in a cup, but while you're here, listen and shut the fuck up.